Evet. Ya şu Oktar'ların yaptığı faaliyetleri sen bana bir de anlatsana. Buraya çünkü bana arkadaşlar birkaç kişi yazmış. Görmek istiyoruz değil mi? Var mı onların filmleri?
Evet.
Welcome back to Holy Land Uncovered. I'm Tal Henrik, and our next discussion is one that can only take place in the Holy Land. Have you ever heard about initiatives to build the third temple in Jerusalem? Well, even if you might have heard, such an initiative still might really surprise you. How about Turkish Muslims promoting the Third Temple project along with Jewish Orthodox rabbis? Meet the doctors Oktar Babuna and Cihat Gündülü. They came here from Turkey. Thank you so much and welcome to Israel. And Yehuda Glick, Likud member of Knesset, will also join us shortly. Oh, here he is. Thank you so much, Yehuda, for being with us as well. So the Temple Mount is one of the biggest flashpoint sites in the region. It often ignites very violent, clashes. And your message here is holy sites, I'm reading it, should be centers of reconciliation and not conflict.
Beautiful people are living in this country. It's a unique place. It is sacred both for Jews, for Muslims, and for Christians, and that makes it prone to many center of conflicts and violences. But this is no benefit for anybody. It's a prayer house where God's name will be mentioned, and it has to be revealed for people, all the nations, to pray there, as stated in the Isaiah. All nations, God says, will be praying there together, shoulder to serve God. These are statements from the Torah.
Yehuda Glick, you're joining us. He will be with us in just a sec. Here, Yehuda, so you met with the two doctors sitting with me here in the studio. Were you surprised by this initiative?
Yes, I have. I'm actually in a very long-term connection with Dr. Oktar and Dr. Babuna, and I think that they're doing wonderful activity. They're led by a very special leader from Turkey, Adnan Oktar. And I think that it shouldn't surprise us, because people who believe in God know that God is inclusive and not exclusive, and he wants us all to join together and turn the Temple Mount into a house of prayer for all nations. And I think that I am sure that we're in the beginning of a biblical era where more and more religious leaders from around the world will join this wonderful initiative of turning the Temple Mount to a place where it should be a world center for peace and calling in the name of the one and only God.
You mentioned you're both representative of Turkish Muslim intellectual and spiritual leader Adnan Oktar. He wrote this book along with many others, Islam Denounces Terrorism. You know what's interesting? We're used to seeing religion as a problem and not as a solution. And here you are speaking about the Third Temple as a holy site to three religions.
Well, there is a real religion which is from the Quran. God says Quran is sufficient, and God tells us to live in peace with love and mercy against all other people. There is no oppression, there is no compulsion in religion. And there is a false religion, actually, which is superstitions, traditions, and fabricated hadiths. Hadiths are sayings of the Prophet, and they were generated 200 years after he passed away. So being against modernity, being against arts, science, and aesthetics, and oppression of the woman, or hatred against Jews, which is called, of course,
this is not Islam.
Anti-Semitism. This is not Islam. It is unlawful according to Islam.
And what we're seeing here is images of the future temple, Third Temple Mount. That is very interesting, but I have to ask, is it doable? Is it not a fantasy? Because, with so many regulations, objections, and funding, of course.
With love and discussion, it is very, very doable. Actually, it's a promise of the God. As we have read the statements from the Torah, we will pray there all together. It's a prayer house of God. There is nothing can stop that. We are living in very specific times, and with this pure gold carvings and with original form, it will be revealed as a prayer house for all the nations, shoulder to shoulder. It's doable because we can discuss that. First of all, we should know it's not going to damage either Dome of the Rock or Masjid al-Aqsa. There's enough land, and this will be a prayer house for Jews, Christians, and the Muslims.
Evet. Aferin Oktar'la Cihat Hoca'ya. Başka var mı o ziyarete ilgili resimler?
Evet, bilgi ve resimler vardı. İbrani ve Bar İlan Üniversitelerinde İslam'ın Musevilere bakış açısıyla ilgili konferans verdiler arkadaşlarımız. Kur'an'da kitap ehli, İslam'da barış, adalet, özgürlük gibi kavramlar, radikalizm ve teröre fikri mücadelenin önemi gibi konuları Kur'an ve Tevrat'tan delillerle anlattılar. Konferans sonunda öğrencilerin İslam hakkında yanlış bilinen konularla ilgili sorularını yanıtladılar. Ayrıca bunun yanı sıra ELTV ve i24 News televizyonlarına röportaj verdiler. Resimler Likud Partisi'nden milletvekili Sharon Haskell, Likud Partisi'nden milletvekili Haham Yehuda Glik, Yeş Atid Partisi'nden milletvekili eski Tümgeneral Elezer Şitern. Bu görüşmede başka milletvekilleri de bulunmuş ayrıca. Uluslararası basında sıkça görüşlerine yer verilen Haham Yishai Fleischer ve Haham Yehuda Glik ile İsrail Meclisi'ndeki görüşmeden resimler var. El Halil Hebron şehrinin Musevi sözcüsü Noam Armon, İsrail Meclisi'nde toplantıdan resimler. Moshe Dayan Merkezi'nden Orta Doğu uzmanı Profesör Şimon Şamir ile birlikte. Kendisi aynı zamanda eski Büyükelçi ve Tel Aviv Üniversitesi'nde akademisyen. Bar Ilan Üniversitesi'nin Fizik Bölüm Başkanı Profesör Nathan Aviezer'le, kendisi Ortodoks, Musevi, Tevrat ve bilimin uyumunu gösteren çalışmaları var aynı zamanda. Eski milletvekili, yazar, akademisyen Doktor Aynat Wilf, kendisinin çeşitli düşünce kuruluşlarında kıdemli üyeliği bulunuyor. Eskiden Şimon Peres'e dış politika danışmanlığı yapmış. Haham David Rosen, eski İrlanda Başhahamı Haham Başılığa diğer dinlerle ilişkilerinde danışmanlık yapıyor Haham Rosen. Ayrıca Amerikan Musevi Komitesi'nin diğer dinlerle ilişkilerinden de sorumlu direktörü. Oktar'la Cihat Mitfim Enstitüsü'nün İbrahim Üniversitesi'ndeki konferansına da davetliydiler. Üst düzey politikacıların katıldığı konferansta İsrail'e yeni atanan Türk Büyükelçi Sayın Kemal Ökem ile de görüştüler. İsrail'in İngilizce yayın yapan i24 News televizyonundaki kutsal topraklarla ilgili bir programa konuk oldular. Burada sizin hazırlattığınız 3 boyutlu tapınak modeliyle ilgili açıklamalarda bulundular. Resimde program sunucusu Tal Hayrih ile birlikte görülüyorlar. İsrail'in tanınmış politika analizcilerinden Steve Leibowitz, Oktar ve Cihat'la ELTV için röportaj yaptı. Arkadaşlarımız İsrail-Türkiye ilişkilerinin gelişmesi için yaptığınız çalışmaları anlattılar bu röportajda. İsrail'in İbranice yayınlanan Yediot Ahronot gazetesinden Yifat Erli ve Haham Yehuda Glik'le meclisteki görüşmelerinden bir resim. İsrail'in İbranice gazetesi Makor Rishon temsilcisi Asaf Gibor'la Bar Ilan Üniversitesi'ndeki dersten görüntüler. Barış, din ve kültür üzerine ders veren Doktor Ben Molov'un sınıfına katıldılar. Ayrıca İbrahim Üniversitesi öğrencilerine verdikleri konferanstan görüntüler var. Organizasyonu yapan Ortodoks Musevi Jeff Seidel ile görülüyorlar. Organizasyonu yapan Ortodoks Musevi Jeff Seidel. Ayrıca Oktar ve Cihat soykırım alma merkezine davetliydiler. Buradaki rehber bayan yaptığınız çalışmalardan çok duygulandığını ifade ederek ziyaretimizden onur duyduğunu söylemiş.
Aferin maşallah. Mazlum insanı severiz. Hainse, zalimse sevmeyiz. Musevi'nin de zalimi var, haini var ama masumlara her zaman dostuz. Her zaman sevgiyle, şefkatle, dostlukla, kardeşlikle yaklaşırız. Bir de Eyal TV'de vardı röportajları.
Evet, görebiliriz.
Israel and Turkey have had severely strained relations over the past decade. Now, a movement in Turkey led by the influential author, lecturer, and television station owner Adnan Oktar is trying to improve those ties. A small delegation of Oktar's followers are currently in Israel, where they're holding meetings to advance the defense of Israel while promoting Muslim-Jewish cooperation to fight anti-Semitism, radicalism, and terrorism. ILTV's Steve Leibowitz met with Dr. Oktar Babuna, who said that as a devout Muslim, his group is trying to promote Islam as a peaceful religion.
Our relationship must get a lot better than before
because Israel is very, very important in the region. Alongside Muslims, Christians, we can live in peace in the Holy Land. Unbelievers also, all together you can. And you will definitely will exist until the hereafter. This is from the Quran, Islamic religion. Mr. Adnan Oktar and us are trying to spread these views based on the solid evidences from the Islamic religion to the entire world.
I think your message is very well received here in Israel. Israel would like to have closer alliances, strategic alliances with Turkey. How is your message received by your own government?
Actually, it is received well and better. As you might remember, there was from the governmental level, there was a statement against Zionism, anti-Zionist. It's like a crime of humanity. Mr. Adnan Oktar requested that if Zionism is the right of the Jewish people, the children of Israel, to exist in Israel as an independent state, to live in this land where their forefathers lived and they were buried actually, this right is given in the Quran. So you cannot be against that if you're a Muslim. And there was another statement came, again at the governmental level, stating that we will not utter any more words against our Israeli brothers, they said, at the governmental level. So they corrected this anti-Zionist statement right after Mr. Adnan Oktar requested. In 3 days, that was actually corrected.
Dr. Babuna, thank you so much for being with us at ILTV.
I am very pleased and honored. And again, my shalom to the entire Israeli nation.
Bayağı güzel insanlar.
Evet.
Zalimine karşıyım. Zalimine karşıyım.